It's become something that's become a part of everything that I do now.
My salary has doubled.
It has increased my salary over 25%.
I've more than doubled my salary.
Constant, never-ending improvement.
The Monteahuja College of Business and the MBA program in the college is very much connected to the downtown business community. It is something that separates us from other MBA programs because we're focused on applying the MBA principles that we teach. This isn't just a theoretical school where we go through the books. We do that, absolutely, but then we immediately turn it around and look for how to apply this knowledge. We do it on a constant basis in very close communication with the business community around us. It's one of the benefits of being a downtown business school.
Talking to the students and the faculty here and seeing the commitment to Cleveland and the area, I was sold.
The Executive MBA program is designed for people who are well into their careers. All of our Executive MBA students have jobs and lives and careers, and we understand that. That's why we schedule all classes on Saturdays, and we allow students to continue with their careers and their lives with minimum disruption.
I really like the way the programs sound in terms of the timing of it being flexible, in terms of it being on a Saturday all day versus having to take evening or night classes after work.
A lot of programs require different schedules, which are not as flexible as the CSU EMBA schedule.
I think one of the major things that really differentiate us from a lot of MBA programs is our AACSB accreditation. There's only about 600 universities around the world that have this accreditation. It's the most prestigious state-of-the-art accreditation standard for business schools.
I think the accreditation speaks to a strong program that meets national requirements.
I have to admit, I didn't realize how important that was until I'd spoken with people who had gone through a process with a college that wasn't.
This is a program that's accepted everywhere, and everyone understands the accreditation.
The tuition in the program is all-inclusive, and that really means that it covers everything that you can think of in the program. So we cover books, we cover your parking, we cover breakfast and lunch. The international study tour is 100% covered by tuition.
The all-inclusive tuition, you don't have to worry about books and all of that other stuff you might have had to consider in undergrad.
Quality of the program, the services, and the experience that CSU provides with respect to the cost was much better than other programs.
The international study tour that we go on allows students to see other businesses and other economies. It allows them to interact with companies and executives that do business in economies that are different than ours, but are doing quite well. In fact, some of them doing incredibly well and thriving.
What I learned from the international trip was more the culture of business in different parts of the world.
You come to learn that the world is a very interconnected place. You have to compete globally in this day and age to be effective.
Students are exposed to a lot of different business models, complications, strategies, operations that typically you don't have that kind of access to.
The International Study Tour, I can say, was a life-changing opportunity.
Opening Week is a program where we bring all of the new students into the Executive MBA program. We take them through an intensive project where they assess a full company, do a full-blown strategic audit and plan. We're trying to test their skills in terms of how they quickly assimilate information. We're trying to test their skills on an interpersonal level, how they interact with each other and see how they fit together as a group. We're also trying to get their skills in terms of how they manage crises and handle difficult situations. But it's also designed to show people who have a good base in business and business knowledge what they don't know.
What we call boot camp. Look, as I was told, it was going to be a completely immersive experience. I got a crash course in not only knowing what this was going to be as a program, but also knowing who I was going to be doing it with.
As grueling as it was from a working perspective, it was probably one of the most beneficial parts of the program.
I don't think we had a clue on how intense it was going to be.
It definitely gave you a taste of every class, what the classes were going to be like, who the professors were, who you were going to be working with for the next 19 months.
Real value, I think, in the opening week or the manager's workshop was just the camaraderie and the team building that we went through with the group.
It was tough, it was rewarding, it was challenging, it was everything that CSU EMBA is.
One of the major strengths of our program is, of course, our faculty. Not only do they have impressive academic credentials, but all of our faculty have been in the business world and still are very much involved in business.
I still quote my professors today.
The professors showed that they cared. They made sure that we understand the work. To this day, I could still contact a professor.
They just get to what we need to know.
After they've been through 2 intense years of study, we end with the capstone projects. The first capstone project is one in which a number of companies come to us and they have a business problem. The second one is which they do a full-blown strategic audit and plan. So the company gets whatever they want in terms of the actual project, but they also get a full-blown strategic audit and plan, including a full competitive analysis, a full marketing analysis, a full financial analysis. We also get plenty of our own students who have moved up, are the chief operating officers, are the CEOs of companies now. They are coming back and asking us to do projects for them as well.
The capstone project was a culmination of everything we learned, and that's what I liked about it.
I learned more in the capstone project and in the strategy class than I ever thought I would.
I've been hearing students constantly tell me about how the MBA has expanded their opportunities and expanded their responsibilities, and how they've been promoted as a direct result of their MBA. It is not rare that students get promoted while being in the program. Just this morning, I saw one of our students posted on LinkedIn that they were promoted, and this is someone who just graduated.
I think the program really gets you as a professional. They understand why you're here. When we talk about economics or we talk about accounting, the sentences always end with, and look, back in your workplace, here's how you can apply this. That's a big thing for me, and I would absolutely recommend the program because of that.